Hello guys, welcome back. And as I promised in the prior video, we are now getting into the videos that subsequently follow the prior one, in which we talked about where do realtors get their leads. So now we're gonna dive more into one of all the lists that we talked in the prior videos. So if you guys remember from the prior video, we talked about cold calling and door knocking. That was the very first one that I said it's one of those places in which you can generate those leads. And I understand this is something that every broker would say. That's one opportunity that a lot of agents don't take. I will give you my personal experience because, again, this channel, it's all for educational purposes. This is all from my experience and what I've lived. No one, let me make that clear. No one likes to call someone to beg for business. And I use the word beg because cold calling, it's essentially begging for someone to give you the opportunity to earn their business. And if you guys remember correctly, this is something that I said in a prior video. You only have one chance at making a first impression. Or, well, what I actually said was you don't get a second chance of doing a first impression, but you get the gist, right? Going back into what we're talking about, cold calling, no one likes doing that. And door knocking, come on, let's be honest. Who likes to go with pretty little face, with your little thing here ready to say, hello, my name is ABC, and I'm working, boom, bah! There goes the door, right to your face. Trust me, people know you're there to solicit business. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys have this at your own personal house, but I do. And right outside of my house, it says no soliciting. So if it says no soliciting, guess what? You don't want to try that house. You don't want to get there because you know that door is going to go straight to your face. Now, again, I said this was going to be all my personal experience, and I'm going to tell you how I use this or how I started. Now, I'll be completely honest with you. Cold calling, I can't really say per se I cold call people because when you cold call people, you're getting a list in which you call this person and you don't know them, they don't know you, and it's somewhat of an awkward conversation to have. I call all those people that I've met spontaneously. Let's just say I went to Whataburger, and then while I was in line, it just happened to be that I met person A. We're not going to put names in here, right? Just person A. I'm person B. This person is person A. Hey, person A, how's it going? What are you going to order today? Blah, 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 blah. Conversation goes on here and there. Oh, that's pretty nice. What do you do for work? Oh, I work at so-and-so. Oh, perfect. I do real estate. Oh, you do real estate? That's so nice. I actually know blah, 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 blah. Needs this. Oh, perfect. If you want to, let's exchange numbers right now. Blah, 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 blah. All these things. Next day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever time frame you have. I personally like to stick to this wording. If you don't mind, I'll give you a call tomorrow at 2 or 3 so we can further discuss this. Because I'm giving mental homework to that person. And they know that they're going to expect a call from me at that time. So for me, it's not really cold calling. I can't really tell you by my experience what I've lived through that. But I can tell you by door knocking what I've done. Because I actually have done that. So when it comes to the door knocking, every time, and we're going to get to this topic in I think it's the third, if I'm not mistaken, from the list of how to get leads, open houses. You guys can correct me down the video if I didn't get it right, but I'm pretty sure it's the third. Anyways, open houses. That's how I do my door knocking. So every time I have an open house that I'm hosting an open house for someone, I print out anywhere between 50 to 100 different flyers. And I go into that neighborhood. And this is what I do. Hey, hello, thank you for answering the door. I'm inviting you formally to an open house that we're hosting this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you would like to come in, if this is an open house that it's for the neighborhood, we would love to see you there. But guess what? 90% of the time, that door is going to my face. It happens. But guess what also? 90%, let's just say that was, what do we say, 50? Let's just go to the lower spectrum, 50. I got 50 flyers. 90% of 50, it's 40. So 40 doors went to my face. But 10 of them said, hey, thank you. I'll think about it. That's great, right? Or maybe it goes like, hey, tell me more about the house. Why is it for sale? Do you know anything about this? Do you know that? And then the conversation starts bringing up. Now, that typically happens for me maybe at 10% out of the 10% that actually opened the door to me. So that's my experience, right? And then Saturday or Sunday comes around, open house starts, they don't show up. It's understandable. People get busy. But guess what? Now I had the opportunity to meet that neighborhood, and now they know that I'm there to host an open house. That's how I do door knocking. And that's why I am a big believer in open houses. But again, we're going to get more into detail once we get into open houses. The next place where realtors get the leads, it's internet. Purchasing leads from the internet. Now, places like Zillow, Realtor, I hope that you that is looking at this video has done this before. And if you haven't, pause this video, first listen to what I'm about to say, then pause the video. Go to Realtor.com, look for houses. Somewhere in there, it's gonna be a button or something for you to get connected with an agent. And guess what? Everything that you're doing on that site, whether it's Realtor.com or Zillow or whatever page you're using, someone knows that you're checking up on that. Those are called views. Those are called clicks. So I'll give you an example. Person A, which is me right now, is searching for a house in San Antonio, Texas, right? Oh, I like this house. Person B on, let's say, Realtor.com gets a notification or can see, oh, there's someone in San Antonio looking at this specific house. And they're looking at here, and they just moved up, they just moved down, they clicked here, they saw this picture. They can see everything that you do. Once you click into that connect with an agent, then they contact you, ask you some questions here and there. Would you like to move in within 3 to 6 months? Blah, blah, blah. They make something called betting. Once they bet at you, then that becomes a lead or a source that they can actually sell to someone in their platform. Again, Realtor.com at this example. So anyone that is associated with Realtor.com to purchase your leads now will get a little notification saying, hey, person A in San Antonio, Texas is looking at this specific address and they're interested in buying it. So someone accepts that lead and then they get connected. So that's how purchasing internet leads work. Now, this is something that I don't know if every single broker has, but I know from friends that work on this industry that some brokers already have something that gives you internet leads and you don't have to pay for it. But individuals that are not sponsored by these brokers, they have to pay themselves. And let me tell you, it's not cheap. So anyways, but that's one way of getting leads as well. Now we're gonna go, and I think I was correct. Number 3, open houses. This one is gonna be a big thing because one of the things that I say about open houses is open houses are not made like they used to be before. For me, open houses, they're really like the homework that was done in high school. It really gets done the last hour, the last day. Procrastination at its best. When I want to do an open house, I believe, or I'm a firm believer, that there is homework involved in order for you to get a successful open house. Meaning posting the open house, going and putting flyers out there, putting an ad out there, like talking to other people, posting on your platforms in which you have people that go into those same platforms. The fact here is most open houses that a real estate agent facilitates, they have an average of 2 people to 5 people showing, regardless of the day and regardless of the time frame. Well, maybe the time frame, if you do the entire day, you may have a bigger turnaround. But most of the open houses, and this is something that, again, it's not to put any dirt on anyone's shoes, but are typically between 2 to 4 hours. Come on, 2 to 4 hours is not a lot for someone to prepare. On a Sunday, when there's church, when there is family gatherings, when there's sports, when there's barbecue, I don't really think that's a great plan. But guess what? If you knew this from 2 weeks ago, you plan better and you coordinate better to attend that if you're interested. That's the one thing that I would tell everyone. And that's why, for me, I'm a big advocate of open houses, because if you are going to an open house, that is the first cue to say that that person that just walked into those doors has a genuine interest in a property. It may not be that one, it could be another one, but it has a genuine interest on real estate. Now, maybe they haven't gone through the vetting process of getting the financing, of getting all this stuff around, but they are with one foot inside ownership, which is actually looking at open houses. And for you as a realtor, it's the easiest way to connect with these people. But you got to be able to open and have a good dialogue with those people. An example, this is what I do. Hey, hello guys. My name is ABC. Thank you for coming to our open house. Here's a flyer. This has all the information about the house. It has all the dimensions of the rooms. It has the square footage. It has when it was built. Hello.